Hey everybody, this is Bill Johnston with Forum One Networks and the Online Community Report here at the Online Community Summit 2009 with Jordan Williams of REI.
Hello.
Hello, Jordan. So we have a few questions, and Jordan has been kind enough to agree to a very short interview. So without further ado, we'll get right to it. Hey Jordan, can you tell me a little bit about your community role with REI, please?
Yeah, so my community at REI, my role in community at REI is manager of digital engagement, which we define as managing customer engagement across all parts of the social web. So anything happening in external social media, as well as the community that we're working to build online, as well as the guiding strategy around content creation that will engage customers more deeply with the co-op and the issues we care about.
Great. How are you thinking about the concept of value with regard to your online community?
That's a huge question, which is it's a tough one for me. I think for us, it's about the fact that we're a co-op, so we have a member-based organization already. So the fundamental core of how we qualify value is around we have members, they're deeply engaged with us on a number of different facets, digital being not one of them currently. So it's basically, we qualify it as an extension of the co-op and the mission we have already. And how do we bring that connection we have with members to the digital space that we're already having at retail and out in nature?
Great. As a community practitioner, thinking back over your career, what are the three most important things that you've learned?
I think the first and foremost is that the technology is increasingly the least problem, the least big problem we have. It's not easy, especially for us at REI, because we have some legacy technology in place. We have an e-commerce system that's a dozen years old that we're trying to weave it into, but ultimately the hard problem, the first thing is that it's the organizational change. We're a 70-year-old company, we're a fairly traditional company. Historically, we've been a fairly risk-averse company, so it's about, number one, how do we drive that change management? The second thing is, I think it's easy in this world of sort of digital community, online community practicing, to get sucked into the details. So I think the second thing for me is the effort to stay at the strategic level and the biggest level, because it's really easy to go down the rabbit hole into a given project or feature set. So that's the second thing, is to maintain that sort of high strategic level. And third, I think for me in REI is it's easy to get caught up in this and be really stressed out by it and feel like you're always behind, and always to remember that this is pretty fun stuff. We're not doing cancer vaccine work. We're helping people get outside. So have a good time with it.
Great. So continuing on that thread, what do you enjoy most about your job?
I think the thing I like most about my job at REI is the opportunities we have. Right now the country is facing some pretty significant demographic challenges in terms of kids' participation in nature, youth obesity, demographic shifts that the country is facing where participation in the outdoors is declining. And we at REI have this really beautiful marriage between business and mission, which is that for both of those to succeed, we need more people to get outside. And we really view digital engagement and creating tools for people to use to enable them to get out more easily as a huge opportunity. And so for me, it's really being at the forefront of that effort that's most exciting.
What do you see on the horizon in the next 12 to 18 months for your community strategy?
I think for us, I'd sum it up as interoperability. How do we create ways for REI and our broad network of community partners to tie together, and those are nonprofit sort of entity partners, to create digital connections, to create data connections, to basically weave together all the work that we're doing in sort of these individual lily pads into a much broader network. Because right now everybody's trying their best, but they're doing it largely on their own sites, they're doing it largely on their own networks, and so how do we tie all that together?
Great. Jordan, where can we find you online?
The best place is rei.com, Facebook at REI Co-op, or Twitter at REI Co-op.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thanks.